My name is MOSJARO. Once more again, we have another question from chemistry this time around that I want us to analyze. And then for those of us that have not joined my private WhatsApp group, of course, do well to send me a DM so that I can add you up very quickly. It's 1,000 naira for each month, so that I begin to drop points and questions that will make you understand chemistry much better. Now, for those of us that, of course, are preparing for the UTME exam in any school at all, this is a channel or page that you should be following back to back because I get to drop points and analyze the question. Now, this question I'm going to analyze is actually coming from atomic part of chemistry. Now, I will not waste your time. I like to jump into it without wasting much time. My videos are usually very short. I like them very brief and what summarized, but straight to the point. Now, as we begin to explain this question, please do well to make sure that you understand and remember the terminologies that I will be using in this particular question. Now, they say the lines, now we'll read them sharp after I know they say the lines observed in the hydrogen spectrum are due to dash. Now you will ask yourself, what are hydrogen spectrum? Now remember, say the center of an atom is the nucleus, and electrons are revolving what? Are revolving round in orbitals according to what? To Bohr. Now the center of an atom is the nucleus. That will not be our problem. And the nucleus is made of protons and what? Neutrons. And electrons are revolving what? Round in orbits, or you can say in shells, or even in energy levels. Now, these are shells. These are energy levels. Now, remember, this one are K shell, this one are L shell, this one are M shell. Because we get the N, M, and O like that. Now, there are situations where electrons can move from a lower energy level to an higher energy level. And we say that the electrons have undergone what? Excitation. And during excitation, energy is usually what? Absorbed during excitation. Now, electrons are when electrons move from a lower level to an high level, excitation occurs. Now, this excitation usually occurs during time of hybridization. Now, I made mention of a word here, hybridization. So most of the time, for hybridization to occur, electrons are what? Are excited in order to create what? Unpaired electrons. You they get my picture now. Now, there's a video I'm going to upload subsequently when I'll be telling you or showing you how to know the excited state configuration, because they can give you what's the excited state configuration of carbon. Should be able to trash that question. Now, coming back to this. Now, if it moves from a lower level to higher level, that is excitation now, and energy is absorbed during that process. But there's a situation that arises when electron move from a higher level. Please, it must not be from N, please. It can be from NO. But as long as it's moving from an higher level to a lower level, it can be from M to N. It can be from N to M. It can be from O to N. Now, as long as it's moving from a higher level to a lower level, now what happens there is what is called what? Energy is emitted. And that process is what is tagged what? Atomic spectrum, or if you like, hydrogen what? Spectrum. Now, remember, if it moves from a higher level to a what? Lower level. Now, where it falls to, it now describes the type of atomic spectrum. So there are different types. We have number one. We have what we call the Lyman series. These are lines emitted now. Lyman series. Number two, we have what? We have the Balmer series. You see, number three, we have the Paschen waiting now, the Paschen series. Then number four, we have the what? The bracket series. Then number five, we have the what? The Fund series. This is PFUND. Then number six, we have the what? The Humphrey. Now this kind of page now is supposed to follow. So that means they learn some certain things like that. Now look at it now. MOSJARO, explain this thing that you just showed on the board now, please. If electron move from a higher level and it falls to the K shell, and you notice say that the K shell it fall to move from higher level to the K shell, the line or series or energy emitted is what is regarded as what? As Lyman series. This also move from a higher level to the first shell is Lyman. Higher level to the second shell is what? Is Balmer. Simple way to understand it is very, very easy. Higher level to the third is now what? Paschen. Higher level to the fourth. Now, this transition, in this transition, of course, there's an energy emitted, like we said just now. And to calculate that energy, we will say that what? E is equals to what? Is equals to 2.18 times 10 raised to the power what? Minus 18 bracket 1 over n1 square minus 1 over what? N2 square. Now, MOSJARO, I beg waiting be this. This is used to calculate the energy during what? During atomic what? Spectrum. Now, this N1 actually stands for where the electron is falling to. For example, if it's falling to the first shell, so my N1 will be 1. That will be the Lyman series. Because in this case shell, N is equals to 1. This one is N is equals to 2. This one is N is equals to 3, just like that. So if it's falling from N, for instance, now to the first shell, that means my N1 is 1 square minus 1 over 2, 3 squared. So you can solve your question. Show you again. So this is used to calculate. Now there's another one that you need to know again, which is the Rydberg's equation. That is used to calculate the wavelength. Used to calculate the wavelength during atomic spectrum. And to calculate that, you will now say 1 over lambda is equals to what? Is equals to arrow h bracket 1 over what? N1 square minus 1 over what? N2 square. Now this is used to calculate the wavelength of electron during what? Atomic spectrum. So we will go back to our question, but please hold these two formulas tight. They are very, very important. Now, they said the lines observed in the what? Hydrogen spectrum are due to what? So the lines observed is due to the emission of energy by electron transition. So remember, look at it. They want to deceive you. They say proton transition, but it's electron transition. So when the electron is moving from a higher level to a